Yo, what's up, YouTube? God. I can't not be cringe every time I start a video.
Funny, you know?
It's become like... It started out like I would do it ironically, like, yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy, your Culver, coming at you. But now I just, like, actually do it every time I start a video. Or, like, start a stream or whatever. Like, it's a little problematic.
Oh no.
Let me, if it'll let me. It's not letting me share screen. Load. God damn it. Hold up. I'm gonna disconnect and rejoin.
Hmm?
How about now?
Welcome back. What do you...
Discord isn't letting me share screen right now. Hold up. I'm gonna close the whole application.
Okay.
That'll do. Task manager, end task. I think that'll shut down Discord. I hope. Bit of a scuff start. How we doing? Welcome to the YouTube live video. If you're watching this post, hello. How about now? Ah, there we go. Do you see now?
Looking. No. Looking, no.
It works?
Yes, it works. Let's go.
Yay! Alright. Beautiful.
I can't wait to get yelled at.
Free. Y'all roll this fight because the Orisa was dumb. She just didn't use her cooldowns. She used her spin, she didn't use her fortify, and she didn't back up while you were shooting her. It was dumb.
She probably shouldn't have done that. Oh god.
Oh, you bought it?
Yeah.
I think it was mostly fine. I'm not gonna go too crazy on the small stuff. There are a couple points where it's like really dumb. Like that. I don't think he needed to drop out that high ground. Yeah, you can just stand on this high ground. If you just sit here in turret form, you get all the same value, but you're safer, and you can shoot over the Mei wall, or you can jump on the Mei wall, whatever. But you don't know the Mei wall is coming. It's just safer. You can shoot into the grab. I'm gonna beg you to just stop doing that, by the way. You do that, okay. Like, half of your grenades are that, instead of, like, shots of damage. Like, just walk. Yeah, not super crazy about that engage. Alright, because what's the positioning and what's the cooldown situation?
The positioning, the cooldown situation.
Alright, they have all their cooldowns. This fight hasn't started, right? And who are you able to go on at the moment? They are really far back still. What's the value of your turret right now? You can shoot 2 people that are right on top of corners. They're going to be out of your LOS in half a second. And you can see an Orisa and, again, 2 people that are right next to a corner. The only way to kill these people is to be able to push around this corner, in which case you need your team to be holding this corner. If this is the corner where, like, you're going to be pushing around, you want your team up at this corner, right? So you're here, your Lucio is with you, and your Zarya is next to you. So you come around this corner, and you're able to reach back here with your speed boost, right? Part of the issue with when you go for those, like, grenade launcher launch, like, you just yeet yourself into the front line, is that, like, it can project you way too far ahead to the point where your team can't follow up.
Okay.
Like, actually, there's a hilariously obvious example right here.
The Maywall, right?
Yeah. Like, let's look at this from this perspective. Like, how's your team gonna follow up with you here?
I haven't heard him say what the fuck. So I know. Holy bro.
They can't. I mean, they would have to burn amp, but
Well, even if they burn amp, you are leagues ahead of them, and your team isn't ready for this engagement either. So I'm gonna pull up the YouTube VOD. One of the biggest things that will help with these these, like, Bastion plays is giving countdowns and, like, heads up. A lot of the time it was just, all right, I'm going, instead of giving, you know, like, I got turret, ready, 3, 2, 1, go, right? I'm gonna back up to when you went for that YOLO play. All right. This is what you say. Ready? I'm gonna copy it for you. Jack says, "All right, tell me when," and you just say, "Going in," and you yeet yourself, and then Jack says, "Oh fuck," because he was ready, but he wasn't ready for a going in YOLO into Narnia, and you instantly die. Because, like, what the hell is your team doing? The other thing, like, outside of the whole lack of countdown, like, why are you coming all the way out here on their side of the choke when the payload is, like, still, the payload was literally in a forced rotation. Like the payload will come out of this gate whether someone's on the payload or not. Like, you could kill 5 and the payload would still be moving here.
Should I be waiting for the payload to, like, start appearing on my screen then, instead of letting it appear on my screen, like going?
You should wait till the payload's, like, here. Like, there's really no reason for you to take a fight out here in this space unless it's like a planned, like unless the plan is trying to catch them off guard, because, like, sometimes you'll take, like, 3 fights in a row holding this corner, right? And the other team is like, all right, guys, we know that all 5 of them are sitting right here and they're gonna roll us, so they just start regrouping right here, like, lackadaisically, and then you're like, they're not ready for this, and you amp speed and just run them over while they're off guard. Like, that's kind of the only situation in which you would fight on this side of the choke, is, like, if you're trying to catch them off guard, or if you're forcing staggers, say, like, you've won the fight and they're running away.
In, like, a non-scrim setting, right?
No. Like, so you guys have a really bad understanding of what don't stagger in scrims mean. Like, you guys, you should. Can you tell the people in your room to get in the call too? Like, I want to tell. I want everyone to hear this. That is available right now.
They want you. he wants us in the coaching channel.
Just real quick.
Us?
Yeah,
real quick,
everyone.
real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah.
Or if
Wait,
you have
wait,
like
wait, wait,
speakers or
wait,
something.
Idiots. Wait.
I don't have speakers.
That's right.
Mr. Clover. Just all in the coaching channel real quick.
Just like if someone joins on their phone and puts it on speaker, like whatever, it doesn't really matter.
I Clover.
If you guys just want to put like one phone on speakerphone or whatever, like that's fine too. But
It's just us right now.
okay, but I've noticed this a lot in the last couple scrims, the last like forever actually. You guys don't really understand what the phrase "don't stagger in scrims" mean. Don't stagger in scrims means when the other team is playing diva and you demech her. It means don't put her to sleep and then body block her from jumping off the map for 15 seconds. That's what don't stagger in scrims mean. It means kill the enemy if you can. Don't not delay killing the enemy as long as possible to force them to reset slower. Right? So, like what I was just saying to Joe is like, I was saying like you pretty much never want to fight out here, unless you're baiting them, like trying to catch them off guard, or if you're trying to like catch staggers. I don't mean actively try and not kill them until they're like here and then finish them off to force their respawn to be later. I mean like just kill them. Right? If the fight is just about over and you guys have won and you see someone that is in bad positioning, like if you kill 4, right? And the enemy Baptiste is sitting right here on this high ground, or like up here, and he's just sitting here. And you guys walk through this choke trying to get information and you see a Baptiste here and you kill him, that's not staggering. That is the enemy Baptiste having dogshit positioning and just throwing. Staggering is when the Baptiste is here, you're a Reinhardt, and you pin him all the way into this room, cancel your pin before it hits a wall, and then stare at him as he runs all the way here to this pit to force a reset. That's what staggering is. You guys, if you see someone, you kill him. Easy. Alright, that's all. I love you all.
Mooches.
Love you too, Adam.
Thank you for the movie earlier. I loved it. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10. I should win an Oscar.
No, you really should. You really should. I downloaded it. I saved it. I have it on my desktop anytime I feel sad.
Yeah. Monday left me broken.
Why was I
Oh.
pinged in the other
I mean,
server?
do you want to read that now?
Oh, because
I pinged you?
My fault. Or you can just send me a screenshot if you don't want to. Yeah, send me a screenshot.
we were gonna play in that was her, but then Mr. Culver wanted us in here.
Yeah, I wanted to show him something real quick.
No, that's so
It was
valid.
about
I
it was
just
about
confused.
it was about staggering in scrims.
Oh boy. My favorite.
It was fun. I essentially just said kill anyone you see.
Yeah, no, that's valid. That's
Alright.
that's the correct way to do it.
Yeah. All right, Mr. Orimuru.
Mm-hmm.
What is dumb about this engagement?
Into hangout.
Yeah, got you. Bye, have fun, guys.
Bye bye.
Oh yeah.
What
I
is
didn't walk. Was that it?
that's part of it. Let's watch this from their bad Orisa's perspective. This was kind of like the only fight where she did it really badly. She was really good most of the fights. She's right in front of you, and she just eats like half of your damage. She dies because she goes for a javelin instead of using her fortify first, which is just a mechanical error that better Orisas won't be dumb enough to make. Like if she fortified, she'd be at well over half health right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then she lives. Their Lucio lives. May is in cryo. Soldier is not in your line of sight right now. And Bap made it around this corner safely.
Having a scrim on Tuesday.
Like, okay, the Orisa shouldn't be dead. You should have gotten almost 0 value with your
Oh, I know.
massively impactive utility. The issue is that they have 100% of their cooldowns when you're going for this play. It works, and it can work, but it won't work every time. for those like
it wouldn't be an intermission or anything like that because it's at the start.
yeah.
I mean, I feel like they can just watch the scrim.
It was like, oh, it's breaking, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. At least you made the recognition. I think we watched this already. You nearly win this, but there's one or two small mistakes from the teammates. Using your grenade there to escape the blizzard, that's like one of the only times I'll be supportive of that play.
It's really funny in the Orisa's POV though.
Yeah. Or like
I'm
even
not gonna lie.
like even this one here, I'm like kind of okay with, because like they're running away and you're like, oh, get back here. Like I'm okay with that. Kind of sorta. But
So
like
or use it. It's like a joke, you know.
it's like, you know how you can do a similar tech as Soldier, where like you use like the
Soldier
helix,
bounce.
yeah, like you use the helix rocket to jump higher. It's like
Mhm.
you're not gonna do that just because you can. It's like, all right, I can do a helix rocket jump to get up to here, or I can just take the staircase and then use my helix rocket to kill the enemy team without dealing damage to myself. And I mean, yeah.
Mhm.
Is like, yeah, it's good mobility, but you just don't need to. It's not as bad as using recall for mobility's sake. Like, oh man, I wish I was closer to that corner that I just ran away to. Let me recall to get back there and save 2 seconds.
Also,
Is that fine? Like getting away?
Yeah, I'm okay with that one too.
Okay. I think I just need to learn when to use
Yeah.
the mobility.
Because I mean, like, let's look at it, right? What do you get out of it? You
Me not dying.
but you're able to overstay your welcome because you know that you're gonna use that utility to disengage,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
If you are here and you're doing it, well, I mean, you're not gonna live. You
I'd be
use it,
dead.
use it smartly to get out. And if you used it previously, let's back up again.
yeah,
If you use this grenade right now to go in,
yeah, murder mystery.
you're not gonna have that grenade for that disengagement.
Mhm.
Like that, I just don't see the point of that, right?
Oh, from my POV, I thought that they were like moving up. Oh, okay. I don't know why I turreted there. Not gonna lie.
Hmm? To who? You're in. Hmm? Oh.
Should I just stop turreting right there? Because of the... I think if I didn't actually, like, turret there, I think I would have gone out and lived. Because the turret mobility, like, fucks you, right?
Maybe. You also get damage reduction. At least I think you do. You used to, at the very least. The other option would have been to like just come this way and cut out LOS, and like try and get out that way, or just literally just reset and jump off the map. Like that's also just a fine option. This was a massive communication problem. All right, hold up. Let me.
I saw this. I saw this in your VOD. You posted on your YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, because Jack calls to go aggressive. Leroy amps for him. Jack uses a bubble as well.
Mm-hmm.
You use your your
Turret.
turrets. Get no value with it. Because it's,
This is what he grabs, right?
yeah, he grabs shortly after, like right here.
And then there's like Orisa just walking in our back line, and no one's ready for it.
You guys win the fight because the enemy team is even worse than you.
Yeah.
Not
It's definitely about
because-
like the Orisa feeding, right?
Yeah, like the Orisa just played really badly. multiple times and handed you many fights. Alright, I think this next fight is the one where I like try and dictate, like tell you guys like to go in with the combo. Nope, the following one.
This is the
No,
wall.
no, it is
This
this
is
one.
like the.
Yeah. This is that one. Alright.
This is like.
So, why does this play not work? Like, yes, I already told Jay the wall wasn't great.
Mm-hmm.
What else is wrong with it? Jay goes 3, 2, 1, walling.
And no one's walking.
No one's ready for
Because
it.
no one's ready. Yeah.
So you guys, first of all, yeah, the wall. If the wall goes this way, you guys can do so much more. Second of all, your team needs to be here if your plan is to go aggressive here. If this is where you want to fight, this is the corner you need to be at. Not back here. If you're back here, you need to burn Leroy's speed amp just to get to the corner where you can see the enemy. Right? So the first issue is you want to start here. You get in here, which is great. But at this point, they just use their defensive utility and survive the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does Jack have his bubbles? He used one bubble. And he still has the second one. What was the reason that you stopped? Do you purely stop because of this window?
I think so.
Alright.
Probably.
How much value are you getting with this window right now?
0.
0. How much value would you get if you were here and your Zarya bubbled you?
A little bit more.
Yeah. A lot more than 0.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, again, that's the whole concept of this play, right? You could have gotten so much more value. You come in here with the first bubble, you force speed amp, you force fortify, and you force spin. You could be up here with a second bubble right now, and your whole team would be with you. This is where like you need that aggression.
Okay.
And I think there are going to be a handful of other examples on attack where it's much more clear to see.
Mm-hmm. I'm so talented.
How
can
the
I say?
hell?
that was honestly luck. I'm gonna be real. That timing is
Oh.
crazy.
Have you ever seen Bastion POV in a like in a live spectating scrim? It'll if you
no.
if you skip through the VOD on YouTube, you'll see a couple moments. But when Bastion goes in turret form or in the alt form, where he's looking at the ground, so like right here, has Bastion's icon. So whenever he goes into turret form and starts zooming around the map, you just see Bastion's icon just flying across the ground.
That's
It's
fucking
the
hilarious.
funniest thing ever. And then as soon as he fires all 3 shots, it acts as if the character died.
It like goes to like free look, right?
Yeah,
Free look
exactly.
time?
Exactly.
Oh my god. That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
It's so weird.
Why am I playing so far back here?
I don't know. Why are you playing so far back?
Oh, seems like I'm afraid of something.
Yeah.
Like an ultimate?
I don't know. All they have is beat. They have beat and visor, but I don't know why you guys are scared of that.
Did we ult track something else? Like,
Probably
can you
not.
see?
Yeah, I'll check. Here, I'll. What's the timestamp right now?
38.
Like 0:38.
Yeah, oh, 38, yeah.
Yeah, no, sometimes, yeah.
Let's see.
Yes.
Terra, window.
Alright, we keep
What happened
there
there?
and we play for grab and look for
I don't know.
opportunity to use it.
The freshman at the school. Or
The call is just look for traps.
Oh.
And you called that the advisor.
I called the advisor?
No, fucking Leroy.
Okay, I was gonna say, no, I don't remember ever calling advisor.
So, yeah, you don't need to be this far back.
Damn, he ate that? That's crazy.
not very slow.
I died here. Yeah.
At this point, 2 down with the team on your ass, the best option is to run this direction. Get to the payload and stall it out.
Mm.
Watch what happens. Not just you, but your teammates too. So you die, and the cart travels from here to here. Alright? And then Jay dies, and the cart travels from here to here. And now this recontest is forced so much harder because Jack and Leroy need to be running out right now. They don't have any other option.
Mhm.
If the cart was back here when they were doing that, you would be able to be around here by now.
Mhm.
In which case, you could be in turret form and providing crazy utility for your teammates. By the time you're out, it's too late. That's why, like, just especially on King's Row, I've noticed this a lot. Where like there are so many times, just when the cart is around here and you guys recognize the fight's lost, you try running away, and almost every single time you just get staggered out like one at a time, and you die before making it back to the spawn room.
Yeah.
And in all of those situations, you could just get onto the payload, stop it from moving, die, move on with your life, take another clean fight. Yeah, you fuck up that chain.
No, I was at that chain for like a good 15 minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that's so unlucky. The Ursa nearly dies. And then they were like, yeah, go. And
This
then
is
I
good.
calmed that they went
Oh.
inside.
Yeah, this is good. This is fine. I want you in the future to make it more clear that you don't have turret.
Okay.
You call that you don't have turret, like, as you guys are dropping. And, like, it works out, because they rotated around. Do you see my mouse or not?
Yeah.
No.
I can get you
Okay,
a
well,
I don't.
They rotated around, obviously, here. And you have your turret in time, and Leroy has his amp in time.
Mhm.
So the timing is kind of more luck than, good coordination.
Mhm. This is where we get walled, right? I get walled, and then Jack dies here or something.
No, that is on your defense.
Oh. Ooh. I always at least one time in the scrim where this motherfucker is either playing soldier, Junkrat, or fucking pharmacy, and then we never ignore or choose to shoot them. And I wish that we can make that more clear.
All right, let me ask you
Because-
something. Kind of unrelated to the soldier. Well, and no, soldier ties in.
That's okay.
Why should you not shoot Orisa? The answer
Because
is
she
it's a
just
very
doesn't
simple
die.
answer.
She doesn't die.
Right?
Yeah.
In a normal comp, Orisa will not die. She's just
Mhm.
unkillable.
No.
That's the thing about Orisa. Can your team kill Orisa easier than a normal team?
This team?
Your team comp.
Well, yeah, honestly.
Yeah.
I would say, yeah.
Zarya beam ignores the spin. Sim beam ignores the spin. And you're a fucking Bastion.
Mm-hmm.
You can shred this Orisa if your team just calls shoot Orisa while you're in turret form, she will die. There's no question about that.
What do you mean, bro?
She will just die.
Did you say that to like everyone else?
I said that to Jack as
the-
well. I haven't voted anyone
Can
since.
you say that in like scrim or something?
Yeah.
Like what? Like can you? I want you to like explain the composition and how that kind of works.
So
Your thing.
again, why can she die right here? It's not just because you guys have a lot of damage.
Goes out in the open. There's no cover. And she
Javelin spins
fortify.
in, uses her fortify, but she is at 200 HP
Yeah.
in
And?
the middle of the fucking point.
Mhm.
Everyone on your team can see her. She has no map cover. She can die.
Mhm.
You instead shoot a car. And then by the time you look back to the Orisa,
Your thing.
she's made it back to natural cover. And it's way too
Mhm.
late. And now you shoot a Mei, and it's also too late to kill them.
man.
You guys get lucky because they just C9. I do want to listen to the just the comms here. I'll pull it up real quick.
Going through.
Look at soldier.
Wrap around. 3, 2, 1, drop. I don't have turret, dude.
I know.
Okay, Lucio. Wait, Orisa 1. We can actually.
Don't look at the Orisa. The Orisa's gold.
What are you
There's a soldier up there. Melo.
Melon. Take point.
Your thing.
Soldier alone.
I want targets, bro. In hotel.
Soldier mine, off angle.
Man. Nice.
Yo, who look at soldiers?
Lucio.
Who we looking at, bro?
Alright. Now, so again, I was just watching this. There is another really important reason why shooting an Orisa isn't always bad.
Mhm.
Who is easier to kill? Who's easier to hit? An Orisa or a Baptiste?
An Orisa.
Alright, what about an Orisa or a Lucio?
Orisa.
What about an Orisa or a Soldier?
Orisa.
I need care.
In a chaotic fight,
Keep it-
if the
keep it-
Orisa is
keep it-
standing
keep
in
it-
the middle of the
keep it-
open
keep
and
it-
your whole team sees her,
Thank you.
she is easier to hit.
Mhm.
Versus, again, at some point,
Look at soldier.
like, you look at Soldier, he's almost impossible to hit. He's out of Sim's range. Lucio is really hard to hit. Orisa's a lot easier to hit. Much easier. Sometimes you just choose the easy target and have your whole team shoot that easy target.
Alright.
Mhm.
Instead of switching back and forth to the people that can run away and jump and climb walls and
Run.
just run, lol.
Run.
Alright, I don't like that at all.
What happened?
Do you have sound?
No.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, you should be able to.
Try it now. Try playing it. Yes, there's sound.
Alright. Tell me if there's an important audio cue that your teammate creates that you should pay attention to.
Constructing my teleporter.
No, fire at will. Yeah. Your teammate grabs a Baptiste and you ignore it. The Baptiste nearly lives. Their Bap nearly lives. Their sound barrier was just way too late. I don't know why it was too late. Like, half a second. If the Lucio is half a second faster, their Bap lives, and you have no advantage in this fight. The grab is completely wasted. Just shoot the grab.
I have no idea who to shoot right now. Oh my, you can see it. I was like, I'm gonna go on that soldier, like the rest go on that soldier, and then I was like, nah.
Why do you want to go on the Soldier? Because
Good.
he's behind you, right?
Yeah, just to fucking kill him. And get fucking rid of him. And
Are-
he has visor too.
are
On
you
top
gonna-
of that.
Are you going to be able to go on that soldier? Let's say their soldier is sitting right here.
I believe.
Are you guys
Mhm.
able to kill him?
Probably not. We're just gonna run.
Yeah, he's just gonna go whoop, haha, I'm soldier.
Bird?
Oh no, all 5 of them are still chasing me,
Bird
guys.
knows
You're not gonna be able to kill a soldier,
I'm
even with a
definitely not.
Lucio speed boost.
Mm-hmm.
That's so lame. Take or clutch. Take or clutch. Take or clutch. No way. No way he's doing it.
I'm not crazy about that turret. I think that's a pretty wasted turret.
No!
Mm-hmm.
No!
You see nothing by the time you're pulling this out. Maybe you see an Orisa, but you have no sight line. This is a great position to like put pressure out, but you can't go aggressive and really do anything with this turret. You shoot the Orisa, and she's just in a place where you can't contest her anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine if you had that turret right now.
God. Be life saving.
Holy shit. I've seen this play in the kill feed, but wait, hold up.
Right, man. Wait, where's that?
You know that does 250 damage? You know that grenade does 250 damage?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
I saw it in the VOD the other day. Like my other guy was showing me the same exact comp actually on Colosseo, and
Yep.
basically what you do is like you flip the map with Symmetra basically by going through connector.
Are you talking about like first fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like how you start the fight.
That's the really
Basically.
that's the smart thing to do in Brawl. Do you know why?
Like,
So it's Sean.
so in push, it would like he said what do you call it? In push, it would do that because like they like something like the bot direction.
Yeah. Here, I
See what I
think
mean?
I actually have a I think I have a Colosseo VOD. Alright, right? So what happens is the enemy team, they default, right? They
Mhm.
set their back line up here and their front line somewhere around here, and they're like, alright, this is, we're balling, right?
Mhm.
And then what happens is your team rotates, all the way around here, and their supports are like, oh shit, guys, they're flanking, so they run this way, right? And their enemy front line runs here. Brawl, as a composition, is great at holding their own space. There was a great I'm gonna find something later after we're done
Chris,
here,
where are you?
to help explain some
Chris,
concepts.
where are you? We're not
I
here.
might bring it up
Chris,
on Sunday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Sunday.
Okay.
I think we're still doing a team VOD at 8 on Sunday.
Okay.
What is-
Yeah, that's
Maybe
right.
it was
That's right.
earlier, but yeah. But essentially, Brawl. Here, let me pull
Oh
up
my
Epic
God.
Pen,
The epic pen is coming out.
right? Yeah.
Oh shit! Things gonna get serious.
All right. This is one of the coolest things I ever learned. Ready? Where the hell is Epic Pen? Oh, I'm videos borderless window. There it is. It's Sky. Perfect. All right. We'll have
Jesus Christ.
Jesus, Sean. All right. All right. Here's the situation. Top-down view of Ilios lighthouse.
Power moment.
Ready?
Power
So you have an idea of what Ilios lighthouse looks like. Right?
Yeah.
This is blue team side ground. This
hiding out right
is
now.
red team side ground. And there's
Yeah.
that little pillar in the middle.
Penis.
Let me use yellow for these.
Penis.
Right. All right. So I hate everything I drew. Hold up. Let me draw it all in yellow. This is one high ground. This is the objective. This is a little pillar in the middle, and then this is the other high ground. Let's imagine blue team is playing a dive comp. And I'm going to cut this into grids. Ready?
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Here's the grid. And the blue team is attacking. So they are standing in this space. This is where your Winston, whatever. Your backline is standing.
Pretty much, don't want the Bastion turret to see you, and you get to
Where
the blue flag.
On the map does this team
you cannot kill the Bastion turret.
hard control?
The blue space.
They kind of hard control this space, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the place they have the strongest control over. Where do they have soft control or like passive control?
Probably the square to their right. And then square to the left, definitely.
All right.
On a dive comp?
A dive comp. So
theoretically, if the dive goes right, you can have soft control of their spawn.
Actually, take that back. I'm just gonna say middle, and yeah, I'll say like soft control of this. All right. So this is the general idea. The dive comp has their most control of like the space they actively are standing in, with soft pressure in the other lanes, right? I'm just gonna redraw the map. Again, box, but I want it in yellow. Alright. Box, circle. And this is the cage, by the way. I'll add that in. I want pink because pink's a brighter color. All right, now we are instead running brawl.
Oh, jeez, on Lighthouse?
Yep, cause YOLO.
So...
Wait. Can I go... Perfect. I actually want to do something else, too. Let's say your team goes for a dive. Again, they're starting here. I'll just make them purple. Or pink. They're starting here, and they go for a dive here. Right? So now they have control of this space, because this is like where their team is. And they've lost control of this space.
Oh, finally I escaped.
So their possession has rotated around this way, right? And now they have a little bit of soft pressure into the areas next to them.
Question.
Like the areas they can dive, yeah.
Wouldn't they have like very light control of their spawn?
Yeah, like up here.
There's Brigona.
Yeah. Fair. All right. But the I should actually rewrite this. They have like they have light control of the space where their team is. I should have said that from the start. I shouldn't label it as like a heavy control. Because if a dive team takes a fight in like a brawlic close quarters fashion, they're gonna lose that map, right?
Yeah.
That they don't want that. So now we're gonna go to the exact opposite scenario where it's a brawl. Whatever.
Yeah, you might as well just like fill in the fucking circles like solid red.
Exactly. Right.
God damn.
The brawl team. Let's have them start on this high ground. Wait. There we go.
Oh yeah.
This is where the brawl team starts.
Uh-huh.
And then they rotate. Say they're underneath. Actually, they're in that little.
Trash.
Okay.
Actually, no. I take this all back. They are here. They're in the cage. This is where they roll out. And the enemy team is in this yellow box. Oh, I can scroll wheel. Perfect. This is where the enemy team is. The Brawl team makes the rotation over here. That's the wrong color.
My teammates
They
are
make the
throwing, but not
rotation
keeping me
over here.
alive. What the age of a hot
Right,
is going
so
on
now
with
the Brawl team has full control over this space. But
this?
they lost control of this space because they're
Then
not in
die
that
to the
space
point,
anymore. But they have
bozo. I
full
don't know
control
what you
here.
want.
It's like the king in chess, you know? Kind of.
Sure. It has
That's a
it
simple.
has control of the areas next to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I see that analogy. Now, again, this yellow is a dive team. If the red team walked into the yellow team space, they now take this over and they win that fight.
Mhm.
And they I hate everything about that.
Then they go the point.
And they lose
and
this.
that's the
And
point.
now, yeah, they go point and they win. Now, the last variation, we've kind of given an overview of dive and brawl. The last variation, again, I'm just going to draw this grid. You know what it looks like now.
Leroy, get the fuck over here. Come back. Come back.
Yeah. A little point.
Come over
whatever.
here. Boy, get
Now,
down
let's
here.
imagine... I learned this example in Overwatch 2, or Overwatch 1, so let's pretend they're on double shield. Right? That just makes it
shit.
easier. Got your Orisa, your
Stack 'em
Sigma...
Come
Everyone
here.
is up here.
Come here. Come here. Come here,
Mhm.
losers.
Where do they control? Where's their soft control? Where's their like heavy control?
In the double shield comp?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what kind of DPS would you be running in double shield? 'Cause I
Say
wasn't-
like I don't know. Say like Ash
Just
Soldier
wait for like a second.
or like
don't worry.
Hanzo or like Torb.
You can have like sightline control.
Yes.
If you want to move, you can only move like one square at a time.
Yeah. No, you gave the exact answer I was looking for. Right. So
Why
dive. Remember. Let's make dive blue. Right. Dive up here. They're blue. They have passive control of this space because they can dive into that space, right? So if the blue team or if the yellow team walked in there, they'd be entering like the place where blue team can
Go
dive
point
in.
and we just win. I don't know. That's-
Yellow team they don't have passive control over an area by being able
Look
to
on,
contest that area physically.
Yeah, good boys.
But they can
Look-
they have passive control over this space because they can shoot there. They have passive control over this because they can shoot there. They have a little bit of passive control here because they can shoot in there. They have passive control of the place where the blue team is. But the blue team doesn't really have passive control of the yellow space because they're like too far away to, go for the dive, right? Just in this analogy. The yellow team has control to some extent of all of these spaces just because they are the long-ranged style of the comp. Right? So,
Yeah.
But if blue team is
Back it
able
up.
to get in and execute a dive into this space, they're going to lose that. And if the brawl team is able to get a rotation into this space, the brawl team is going to absolutely destroy. That was a really long, complicated explanation to explain this here.
Oh, we're on this map.
Right. Yeah, and I forgot as well, but partway through I remembered. Right. All right. So you are the brawl team in this situation. You're not like a real brawl, but you're going with this whole flip map strategy. So you're coming,
Teammates,
you're coming this way. You're controlling this space,
control my
and
yellow.
now you're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you force them to flip map. Their supports run. Let me make this thinner and black. Black shows up. Their supports run over
touch
here.
point.
Now
Touch
you have
point.
supports.
Touch point.
You have tank controlling the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Your brawl team is going to
my God.
run, and let me.
Oh, so sad. It's what
Is
you
gonna
put in
run,
here.
and you're gonna
Holy
sit on
shit.
this payload, and you are controlling that space.
Okay,
Remember,
you
like
are lying.
the other comp, they're not quite
Yeah,
as
why
good at
can't we
controlling
like
the
just
space.
run when
So
they're-
as the brawl, you will control that, if the enemy team wants to not lose this fight, they have to find a way to force you off of this payload. But if you're here, it's really disadvantageous. And while they are like posturing and poking around and shooting, trying to look for a kill,
Wait, is he inside the house right now?
Jack is sitting on payload, pulling it, and then cart starts moving. And if they want to contest, again, they have to walk into Jack, which
So,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, that makes so much sense.
and
Yeah,
now
you're making them walk into your kill box.
you force them into you.
Oh my god.
Now-
Okay.
Let's flip the picture
What are you gonna do about
by
that hammer?
unflipping the strategy. Let's pretend we are not flipping map. We're coming here, and we want to push the payload. Their Orisa is just going to sit here. The Orisa doesn't have to, like, they're on Orisa in this comp, but, right? She's going to sit here, and you're not going to be able to move the payload, because you have to push into them. This makes you the attacker, and then them the defender. And defense just has a natural advantage in Overwatch, right? Because they control...
No, he's
They have good map positioning. They have like positional advantage. When you flip the map, now your Junker Queen
He's inside.
on attack can be standing
Eric?
here on this corner, pushing payload and forcing their Orisa to push up to here to deny the progress. In which case, your backline is also safe, but they can just shoot the Orisa, and if the Orisa wants to hide and get into cover, well, now Junker Queen is pushing payload, and you're gaining cart process and forcing them to do miracle plays.
We should do that. That'd be pretty fun.
Maybe.
Oh, I see. I can see why you're saying maybe.
Why do I say maybe?
Because I don't know. I feel like saying it. I have a good feeling that, you know.
How dare you!
Let's figure it out. Why do I say maybe?
Bitch. God.
In your
I mean, we could definitely go around. Like with the comp we have, we could definitely just go around.
would it work?
But I want to say because of Junker Queen, no.
Well, let me ask you this: which team between the two can sit on payload the best?
Team 2.
Team 2. Yeah. the
Because
enemy team.
we're kind
I don't
of
think
like a
so.
mobility based rush.
Yeah, your team is kind of sort of like a rush dive hybrid. Their team is much heavier on the just raw sustain.
Yeah.
In this comp
Don't
that
worry
their
about
team
it.
is playing, if you
We'll go
tried
retouch.
flipping map, their Orisa is just
Yeah, we're
like
gonna go for
they'll
retouch.
flip
First
map. They'll be
line.
like, all right, sure, I'll ball. Their Orisa will then just sit here, and you won't be able to force the cart forward. They're gonna have an Alari healing pad right here. Bab's just gonna be sitting in her pocket,
What?
and Torb Sojourn
Yeah,
are
these
just
people have
gonna
a whistle
shoot.
because I'm cooking them as fucking.
Wait for
And-
pick, yeah.
Jack is gonna get pressured out
That's actually so
Pretty early.
amazing.
if he
Get
has
the
to
hell away
sit
from me, bro,
around
son.
here and force the payload.
Bro,
Alternatively, let's say you were running
behind.
like Bastion, Sim, May, like any of those three, with a BAP instead of a Kiriko, and then typically I've seen this done more with like Ramatra or Reinhardt, but you could do it with Zarya as well, I assume. Like a Reinhardt can literally just sit here on the payload and hold shield, and just laugh at the enemy team, or Ramatra can like put his own shield up and then go
Or-
big form and block.
Ramatra isn't played a lot in scrims right now, right? Because
No.
he's just like, god damn it, Overwatch devs. Like, newcomer character comes out, they're busted, and then like they buff everything else to make him not be playable anymore. Like, I don't know.
The analogy I heard recently was that the Overwatch devs just have a tank of the month system. Like hold up, let me look at the tanks in Overwatch.
Oh,
Right?
Your mom.
God.
Right, so
He asked you
yeah,
for
we'll
real.
go just template, I guess. Right. Reinhardt hasn't had his tank of the month to shine yet. Winston in about like season 2, season 3, like around where like Kiriko came out. That was Winston's time. Wrecking Ball had like 2 or 3 weeks after he got buffed where he was just like nuts. Orisa, right now it's her time for tank of the month, as well as back in like season 1.
I
Roadhog,
need heals.
back in season 1, he was the tank of the month. Zarya right now is the other tank of the month.
Yeah, right now.
Diva back in like season 4 was tank of the month. Doom was good back in the alpha. He was the tank. Sigma has
He I feel like he had like his moment to shine recently,
Oh,
like
shit, he's
1 or
won.
2
He's
seasons
actually
ago,
won.
for like a very very brief second, like a
yeah,
week.
he got buffed for 9 days before he got nerfed. And he got nerfed into the ground. Sig has been the best of all the other characters so far. And then
You're saying because he's balanced, right?
yeah, like
never
he
touch him at all.
has the maps where he works. You can force him on other maps,
What's up?
and
I can't get out.
he has pros, he has cons.
I am
Mhm.
Ramatra was just stupid on launch, like ridiculously OP, and was the tank for like a month or two. And Junker Queen at launch, perhaps you remember the term
Alright,
Jotes. Jotes,
follow-
she just
follow
was
me.
queen, as
yeah.
well as Jesus, Sean is. She was just the queen of the meta, and then like season 4 mid-season patch maybe when she got that Giga buff, she was just all you saw, right? Every tank has had their tank of the month moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god,
Kinda
I skipped right
stupid.
to it.
He won't bless. Alright.
Oh, I'm gonna. No, actually, I'll stay like this. You don't need audio.
Burr.
I have chatter.
Dun 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 dun.
No
dun,
way. No way.
Oh my god,
Burr.
No
you're-
way.
you are Peter
Oh,
Quinn.
who's it is? Oh, that little shit.
No?
Yeah.
What?
The spray.
See me, on Kiri.
Oh.
On Kiri, you see me,
The
see me,
sprays.
she's in front of you.
I love it. I gotta stop that. It's one of the things
The
that
spray. You're not as bad as Peter was. You're not as bad. Peter was
still
a
an issue.
problem. Peter would spray in between shots as Ash. That was problematic. That was like severely detrimental to his gameplay. But
There's some things in FPS games in general I need to work on, like small things like these. Like yeah, it does. I mean, it kind of does really matter a lot right now, especially as it gets a higher elo. I hit 1 out of all of those shots.
Oh, okay. Hear me out. But Bastion's gun, it feels weird.
no,
Like-
I'm right there with you.
Like I liked it more when it had like Bloom, rather than like
I felt more consistent with it too.
Yeah.
The thing is the fire rate.
so
if the
fucking slow.
Like, it feels like
Yeah.
you almost need to tap fire.
Mm-hmm.
Beat,
Right, 'cause it, like, I
like honestly.
I spray the same way I would with like Soldier, but the difference is the fire rate is so much higher with Soldier that my tracking, which isn't the best,
I'm on.
my sprays will like hit them a
Holy
little bit
shit.
at very least.
You know what to say? The faster the gun, the more easier it is.
Mhm. Yeah, that's why I use the it's not the Spectre.
Well-
Is it the Spectre?
Probably the suppress SMG and Val.
No,
The Stinger.
the Stinger. That's why I use the Stinger. Stinger's so much fun. This is silly goose moment though. What are you doing?
I thought they would push them there, so I was looking for that, and then I realized, oh, they have a window. Oh, they have a window.
You don't have audio right now, but you hear the audio cue right there, and you could see it go up on your screen.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't know
There
why
you
you're
go.
peeking that. Everyone on their team is looking through this window at you. They know you're here. They've seen all 4 of you peeking. I don't know why you're all here. It's dumb. It's just dumb.
Bring
You
me a
ha-
new hero where they can't hear anything.
You have no cover. Literally, like, just sitting on cart would have been so much better. Like not just you, as a team. I think I think the ideal situation is your team's like riding payload, or better yet, like pushing to hold this forward space, and at some point Jason puts a teleporter up from like here, or maybe even from on top of the payload up to here, and you and only you teleport up here, get an off angle. Say it's on the cart, and the cart moves to like there. You're up here, you're on an off angle. You teleport back down, now you have a new off angle. Boom!
Like Overwatch 1 all over again.
Exactly. It's literally like, yeah, Bastion has wheels. Doesn't mean you have to use them.
Should have mercy.
That's not something it's not some. I'm baffled by that.
Yeah.
I'm baffled by that statement.
500. Holy.
You've got your teammates to make you move.
What?
Alright. This fight goes wrong. I know that because you guys get full health here. And you only win like one more fight for the rest of the game.
I can see my crosshair going down, getting ready for a grenade push.
Oh lord. Nope.
Oh! Okay.
Alright.
I'm not shooting any... What was I doing?
Alright. So, let's break this down. Shall we? First of all, you're shooting your teammates SimTP.
Okay, I know what happened. I didn't say anything because I thought it was fucking stupid as shit. But for some reason, like this is like a bug that I've proven in like the past for like this season. Like for some reason, like when you like try and spam teleporter and they like the teleporter can like spawns on you, it won't make you shoot and you won't TP. Never mind. I wasn't on the TP. But that's like a bug that's happened to me before. Like I look down and the TP's there. And
You
then
can tell! You can literally see. You see these particles? You see how they're going to the side? It means it's not looking at you. It means it's coming over here. Whoa. Whoa, what's that? I'm on the turret now? When I line myself up with those particles? What? 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 No way!
But this is a real thing. This is a real thing that's happened to me before.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, Joe, is the bug in the room with you right now?
Okay.
Right. So let's look at this, right? Step 1. You come around the corner and you're shooting the Orisa who has her javelin spin. That's alright. You forced that out at the very least. That's fine. You still got another like 3 seconds of this. 4 seconds. Shooting the SimTP, that is suboptimal.
Mercy, it's Mercy.
But that is not the worst part. The worst part is where you are right now, and the timing in general. You go into
Jack
turret.
is walking.
You go into turret right here. Why are you in turret form right now?
I see 3 enemies. 2
Is this
enemies.
You see 3 enemies. You probably didn't know about the map, but I'll give you credit for 3. Okay. Sure. Is this a good range for Bastion?
That was actually such a whiff.
Oh, I'm only thinking about that. God.
It's pretty far away, and with the bullet spread of the turret, you're like you might kill him if he doesn't move, but he's just gonna drop off high ground. These people have both of their cooldowns, I expect. They wasted wall. When the fuck did they wall? That's really funny. You don't know they don't have wall though. That is not in your head whatsoever. Oh my god, actually, I don't know if you noticed this.
Oh.
You can see this from Jack's POV right here. Watch what they try doing.
Take that.
Your teammates are just stalling themselves as they would. Huh?
Yo, diamond screws are fucking something else. Oh my god.
Alright. But back to the problem at hand. You see 3 people. The Mei is in good range. Mei is a good target to shoot, but she has both her cooldowns. She can put a wall in front of you and you can get nothing. She can press shift and you get no value. Lucio is hard to hit, but he's in a decent range, and Bap is too far away. But I think it'd be better off if you were just a little closer. I think if you were here, you absolutely have that Bap as an extra target. And it's just so much more guaranteed damage onto these people right in front of you.
Go up top. Look at.
And when they run away, you're still right there with them, right? So I think you could be closer to start. I think as simple as like, let me skip to it. Instead of taking this angle, if you walk in like a straight line here, I think that alone will get you closer. Because 1, you're closer to this natural cover, should you need it. And 2, you are just closer to the enemy, should you want to push aggressively. Alright, so not being close at the start was problem number 1. Number 2 is your timidness. Why are you standing back here? Still. I understand starting back there, that's alright. Why do you stay in this spot? What's the enemy team doing? They're using their abilities to disengage, to run away from you. You can use your team's abilities to hunt them out. The whole reason we combo the Bastion's turret with the bubbles, with the Lucio speed amp, is to get the Bastion in at full HP to mow down the enemy. Right? So you come here, you come around this corner with the speed boost, with a bubble, and you just mow anyone in your way. Watch the cooldown timings. Where are you? You have 6 seconds in your turret form. Orisa uses her spin. Spin is already over. You still have 4 seconds. That's plenty of time for you to actually just kill the unkillable Orisa. You can just kill the Orisa. You would also be here if you were moving forward instead of standing still. So, this Orisa is now a killable target. And now, imagine if you were still walking forward, this Bap is a killable target. This Mei, I think, used her cryo. She is a killable target. And you have a Zarya that... Why do they have no bubbles? Used 1 bubble. And they used the second bubble on you.
Nice.
Jack knows that he wants to bubble you. You're the bubble target. He wants you to be here with the bubble. And say the bubble breaks. Sean gives you a lamp and he presses shift. You go in and you kill. That's why you play Bastion in this comp. It is a high power, like you know
the mitochondria.
Yeah, okay, but right. This is the template of the comp. Ready? This is value. That's value over time. For context, let's say the purple is a just like a standard like spam comp. It's just Sigma shoots, Hanzo shoots, Widow shoots. It's just consistent value the whole time, constant pressure out the entire time. This comp, let me actually add one more thing. This is a Mei Rhine comp, right? It starts really high. You have all your cooldowns, and then it drops down. You're not doing as much. Mei finds another wall. It dips back up. They somehow survive or not. It dips back up because Ryan hits like a big fire strike, and it dips back down. Right? The comp you guys are playing starts way up here, and then drops off, and then picks back up when you guys get your abilities back. This, if you're going for that like bubble Bastion play, this is where you need to look for that pick, or you trade your cooldowns with key cooldowns for the enemy team. You know, you go in using a bubble, a speed boost, and a turret, and you force all of Orisa's cooldown. Let me do this. You force all of Orissa's cooldowns. You force a Lucio speed amp. You force a lamp. You force both of May's cooldowns. Now all they have is like shift, maybe wall, and soldier doesn't have real utility. You still have maybe a grenade. Your sim can shoot in the mid fight. Bap still has his utility maybe. So you trade more or less 1 for 1. Except you're the aggressor, so it's much easier for their team to make the mistake and lose a player. Like, let's say... Actually, hell, there's already a perfect example in this VOD of when you kill that Orisa back... back here? I think it was like the fight before. Maybe 2 fights ago. Yeah, this one. Like, right, you come out with your abilities and you force them. But because they don't do it properly, they still die to it. You force cryo, you force spin. They don't use immortality. They save immortality. You force shift. You use speed. And she still dies because she didn't use that one ability she needed to use. And all you used was a bubble and a turret. And, you know, maybe other, like, smaller abilities. It's all a cooldown trade, except your comp is going to get crazy offensive value in that cooldown trade. Your team uses the defensive nature of bubble and a potential defensive nature of speed amp for offense, while they use theirs purely for I don't want to die.
Ah, I died.
It's a lot easier to beat the offensive player than the defensive player. That's tough.
Damn. That's okay.
I think if I knew that it like what you told me now, like then, it would be a lot more different because like I'm not used to, I feel like at least I'm not used to like full fucking send, you know?
Yeah.
Because like some cooldowns are meant for defensive things. Like life will always be like, not always, but like most of the time be like a defensive cooldown. Like
Yeah.
a bronze player can know that. Like,
Yeah.
But like something as complex as bubbling another person or something simple as that can be more complex than that. And I don't think I realized that until like now.
Mm-hmm. Can I give you a painful comment? Your example, lamp, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use lamp the same way you use the bubble.
Yeah, like
Let's
like
pretend-
because of Widow Peaks.
No. Let's pretend the enemy team, you force them back around this corner. And Jack says, yo, I got no bubbles, man, sorry. But Sean's like, hey, yo, I got lamp. And he puts his lamp right here. The enemy team can't touch it. So you can go turret mode and sit here and not fear your life. You can be crazy aggressive. They can put 4,000 damage into you, but you're not going to die because this immortality field is just out of LOS.
Jesus Christ.
Right? It's kind of dumb, but super powerful.
The beauty of it.
Alright. Did you... I think I made a comment saying, like, yo, y'all could, if you're interested, y'all could watch this back in the VOD I did with Jack. Did you do that? If not, that's totally fine. Because
I didn't watch all of it. I think I stopped after some point.
Alright, well,
Like,
we'll
close
watch
to it.
this. We'll watch this. Alright, ready? We're going to watch this through multiple people's POVs, and I want you to point out something wrong with at least you and Jay and Jack. And maybe Leroy. Sean,
Okay.
Sean's role is kind of minimal. Alright.
Alright. Let her
TP
rip.
comes out. Wait.
You don't want to.
I want to start with Jay. Alright, TP comes out. He walls.
I can tell you one thing off the bat.
Yep.
That wall could be the other way around, and that would get so much more value.
Yep. If you put the wall this way, separates the map into 3 different quarters, right? Or thirds, I guess. You have this side.
Hold on.
You have this side of the wall,
Someone,
and then you have this side of the wall, right?
Yeah.
And
my
if the wall's
friends
there,
from high school,
you
why
can
I
push
haven't
up
talked to them.
and clear this space easily without fear. You can cross over, and now you're clearing this side without fear, right? So the wall is really the big thing I wanted to point out from Jay's perspective. Now I'll just go to Jack's POV, and then we'll do yours after. Actually, we'll do Leroy next, and then yours. All right, there's the first mistake. He used a bubble, and got 0 value with it, right? He was he was behind a sim wall when he went for it.
You got 6 energy.
Yeah. It wasn't good. And then the next one.
Did he grab here?
He bubbles you.
Did he eat the grab?
No.
Oh.
The next issue is he bubbles you. And you're not in a spot to do anything with that bubble. He got literally 0 charge from that bubble.
Mm-hmm.
Both his bubbles got 0 value. Alright, next we're going to hop over to Mr. Blackout.
He lost one already? Holy fuck.
TP
Does he,
comes
like,
through.
Misuse beat or
Nope.
amp or something?
And he amps. He
Yeah.
does misuse amp. Kinda, sorta.
He's one.
I think he just uses it too early, as well as your team as a whole gets no value with the utility he provides. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now, well, this will be the start of looking at your POV.
Below right side.
He amps right now. He starts his amp. Watch your team's positioning. Okay, honestly, I think if the sim wall just doesn't go up at all, oh my god.
He's found the perfect median. Perfect. As all things should be. Can you make it so I can just stop there? It's like raindrops. So close.
Yeah, so anyways. I think, like, if this sim wall wasn't there, you guys wouldn't make this mistake necessarily. But kind of similar earlier on your defense when the sim wall was this way and then you had that window here. Like, if those cooldowns weren't here, I feel like you guys would have pushed further forward, maybe.
I would have definitely walked forward.
All right. Leroy just burned, like, he just activated the amp.
Yeah.
Watch what you guys do with the amp.
We don't go. We don't walk. Well, no one walks.
Yeah. And now you're
Amp is
starting
over
to
by
walk.
this time.
And amp's over.
Yeah.
So, now, Mr. President, because you're the president, protect the president in this composition. President, go kill. You take the TP. Oh, that was the other thing about Leroy's amp. As a team, you guys didn't get any value with it. The other thing is he doesn't need to use amp for the engagement because you use TP for that engagement. You TP right here. Everyone is in your sightlines. He can hold off on using amp until,
we need it.
Here. Like, maybe now he can amp and push if you guys want. Or, alternatively, you guys can just slow walk while the beat fades. And, like, walk now. Or you can even, since you're still in turret form, like, you can just push and burn someone through it. Like, that's viable.
Damn, 3 ults.
But now your POV, Mr. President. You turret, this is good. You hit a nice grenade, perfect. You're shooting, perfect. You break the May wall, and you hold S.
Maybe now?
And you hold S.
W.
And now they use window visor. And you fall. And the rest of your team.
Soldier no top.
Oh no,
Uses
I forgot Sean
window?
does that. I liked that decision. I honestly really liked it. Because this window nearly gets a kill on the Orisa. Like, if he lands a single bullet extra, the Orisa dies. If that May wall doesn't go up, the Orisa's dead. Yeah. But, no, like, overall, if you guys just hold W quicker, and Jack's bubbles will get value if you push forward. Jay's going to be working on his walls. His wall is going to be better next time. You're going to be more aggressive. And the other team, well, the other team is going to either respond better, or you're gonna trade a Sim Wall as an ultimate for a Sound Barrier and all of their other cooldowns. Because
I think
that's a big trade.
yeah. I think next VOD will definitely be me learning the difference between going in hard and feeding low. Because
Yeah,
I for sure definitely don't know what the difference is that is. And I feel like there's gonna be a lot of feeds next
yeah.
scrim.
I'll tell you, if it is a coordinated engagement in which that's the other thing. I don't know if I brought this up. But
You definitely have it's like
the thing I'm about to say is, if you're going for a coordinated engagement and you're like the Bastion, you can't say, "All right, I'm going." Because like remember that example way back when you rocket jumped through this choke, you said, Jack said, "All right, just let me know," and you said, "All right, here we go," and Jack was like, "Oh, what the fuck?" If you say instead, "Ready, 3, 2, 1," Jack will have a bubble on you, like instantly. You can make it a fast 3, 2, 1. You can say 3, 2, 1, or
Can I do like ready and then wait like 1 second and then go?
No.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. The good thing about 3, 2, 1 is it gives a tempo. Like 3, 2, 1, and now you know when it's coming. If you say ready, go, there's no way to know when that go is coming other than it's coming shortly.
And the other little like scrim thing I do, the tank just doesn't like that, and they just like go, and I'm like, and I kind of like that, not gonna lie, because like not only does it like kind of match my tempo a bit, but like it makes the engages a lot faster, and the faster it is.
What do you mean by it makes the engages faster?
So like, it gives them less time to prep. Like while I'm counting 3, 2, 1, the enemy team can be like doing all sorts of things, like finishing up an full trick.
That's so useless.
You know?
So useless.
I just
The prep time comes when your team is here. This is when they prep. This is when they're like, what else do they have?
I'm grabbing now.
All right, we're gonna Terra Surge and Blizzard combo, right? That they do that while you're here and while you're walking up. Oh, Caden's FaceTiming me. While you're here, and while you're like getting ready to go, they're like, shoot the Bastion, or get ready for Bastion, or like whatever. Hold up, I'm gonna answer Caden real quick. Yo, what's good? They're passing me around to other people at the party. Alright, I'm back.
Come back.
That was fun. Caden's at a frisbee party, and he FaceTimed
That was a
me.
track team.
No.
No frisbee party. Oh, interesting.
His roommates are part of the track team, I think. But
Oh.
Caden may get peer pressured into joining the frisbee team this year. I've tried 3 years in a row, and have been unsuccessful, but there's a chance.
Hey.
What was I saying?
The bubbles, the bubbles, the
3, 2,
bubbles.
1s?
Yeah,
You
3-2.
do it.
Like,
What's up?
I don't like 3-2-1s, but you're like, you should probably do it.
Yeah. Better players can maybe, like, you know, it can work without it.
Holy
And
shit.
better
Ping,
coordinated
ping.
teams can get by without it.
I want to get to that point.
Yeah,
I want to get to that fast, but
maybe eventually.
that's not gonna happen
Not yet.
anytime soon, at least.
Y'all don't even engage as a team, let alone engage
No
during a
fucking
3, 2, 1.
way.
Yep.
You guys could give a 3, 2, 1 countdown.
I'm
and
going
two
on,
people
I'm
will
on.
go. That's
Mhm.
that's where your coordination is at right now.
I'll just leave John over. Thank you for. Hello. I was walking away too. No, don't. Yeah. Oh, okay. Hello?
Thank you for the wall.
Appreciate
Appreciate it.
What?
Again,
Thank you for the wall. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
you think it's good? You can.
You probably could get a kill here if you don't shoot the Orisa. This is again one of those situations.
May one.
Why is it bad to shoot the Orisa now?
I don't know where she is
Because
actually.
it's the start of the fight. She has all of her cooldowns, and all her supports have all their cooldowns.
Mhm.
What if instead, in this position, you shoot the Lucio or the Mei or the Bap? Any of
Bap,
them.
yeah.
Pick one. Bap would be a great target. He just wasted his shift. You maybe could have killed him before the beat landed, but you can still, you know, burn.
When he kills, they're behind you. Thank you.
I kind of just like, I don't know. When I aim, I need to start getting the habit of like, actually, like, looking at someone.
Holy shit! She was
You know?
doing damage to me.
Yeah. Yeah, you know,
Yeah, that's fine,
aiming
fine,
at a
fine.
target while
I'll give
aiming
it
at a
fun, boss.
target, minor detail.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, not the fundamentals of FPS gaming.
He was nano.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Do you still want to go quickly through a Genji Vault?
Sure. Why the fuck
we can
not?
move out now.
Alright. Do you have
It'll only
preference?
benefit me anyways.
Sarabasa or Coliseo?
Yeah, I'm gonna play up top.
Any
Sarabasa. We agreed to Sarabasa. And we already saw like a bit of Coloseo. Like like you sent me that video and stuff.
Holy shit!
It was one fight.
What a Suzu.
Alright,
I'm
I'll
popping
copy
it.
over the code.
I couldn't really pop it, but I did.
Let me, before I say it,
Sean.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yo.
Shut the fuck up.
No. What happened? Oh wait, actually.
No.
Are you good?
No, I'm fucking with you. I'm
Okay,
fucking with you.
No.
Alright, we'll do Sarabasa.
I don't like Coloseo. It's
How many maps are you guys doing? Is it third?
this is the second map.
Second map?
This is the second map.
We're just
There's a lot to go over in King's Row.
we're going
There's a
through
whole
this quick.
lot. See Bap's alone, so we call it Bap. Somehow
I
Bap
pressed the wrong
doesn't
button.
reach.
Oh.
This is good. I like this all so far.
Okay, so something you'll know you should know now as Genji when I play it, I overstay my welcome like a lot.
Yeah, no, I
Like a
know.
lot.
Remember that video I sent you like earlier today?
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like
no, I'm
like
well aware.
sometimes I'll choose to like not use my cooldowns and then use my cooldowns to get out. And
That's
then
good.
sometimes I'm just
No,
like,
that's
yeah,
what you should do.
I'm just gonna burn all my cooldowns right now.
Yeah.
And then not get this guy.
The easiest way I would explain it is you can
He's running away.
use one of your cooldowns for offensive purposes if you want, as long as you have your other cooldown in a situation you can use to get out. Like right there, perfect example.
Mhm.
Use your deflect because you I don't know, wanted to poke or something. I don't fucking care. But you still have your dash. And now
Mhm.
you're
No.
like, oh shit, I'm in
I don't wanna
danger,
talk about it.
and you dash out. The dash itself wasn't great, but
It was a panic dash.
it does the job. Right?
Yeah.
Alright. I like that
We're
you're
not
coming
gonna
on the
fight-
off
fight
angle.
finish.
I like that a lot.
Be careful, right?
I don't have a
Moving in a
big
straight
problem
line
with
or
that
something.
dash. Why am I okay with this dash?
Where? Can you show it again?
This one coming up right here. What's the
I don't
difference
know.
between this dash and the dash on the Torb?
It's kind of like, oh, my teammates are doing damage, and like maybe someone's low enough, and like that little bit of extra damage could do something, and maybe get a little like dash refresh.
Yeah, sort of. So like, I mean, you kind of sort of got it. The core difference between this and the Torb 1v1 is that your teammates are here. You're dashing in, you're getting damage dealt. Your Kiriko and Lucio are right next to you if you get in danger, and you also still have your deflect.
Mhm.
You went in aggressive, and should you get into trouble, you have your deflect if you need.
We're going left. We're going left.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Good enough.
That's kind of a rusty mechanics, you know.
That's
Dead.
Soldier is impossible to hit, anyways.
Nice, guys.
This was like, I'm like, so like, I definitely don't need to calm to my, like, I definitely don't need to calm sometimes. But like, so, when I do, I feel like they're necessary, you know. Like right now, it's like just ignore. I'm telling them like ignore.
This game is a joke.
Okay.
We're too good.
Why? What's your goal right now?
Our goal is to get to the next objective, and
Why?
like we because that's the game. I like I don't
Yes.
know how to answer that.
And no. Why do you want to get to the objective right now?
So we could set up probably, and like
Which would you rather defend? Here or here?
back there, because then we can just cap point like right on the dot.
You might not be able to put that.
But can you?
Not right
There's
now.
28
seconds.
seconds. That is a long time. You could set up, I don't know, here. You could hold this corner. Like, you could hold this space. You could like have your queen here, have your team behind them, and if they go the other side around, like you can meet them. If you set up here, this easily allows 2 flank angles, which can be really hard. Like, yeah, you guys can use these flank angles too, but you can also just use these flank angles at like this choke if you wanted.
Question.
Yeah.
Real quick before I forget. If they do go those off angles, can't we just fucking run on them?
Yeah, you can.
Because since we are a mobility-based rush, so I mean, so technically that would kind of like be in our favor.
How does this fight play out though?
A big mess, big ball. Oh shit,
What
he nearly
are you
dies.
doing? If you're telling your team like just go, why are you just going?
No. I'm saying back off, like back. Like back.
Oh,
just gonna
yeah,
point.
yeah. Why do you stick around? I mean, like, you don't die, which is good, which I'm happy about.
Like I said earlier, I'm in there for a very long time.
Like,
Just
they're all right. I hate when I try to make a point, but the enemy is just dog shit. Like, this queen is simply throwing. I don't know why they're here. And you kill them for free, as you should. Alright, go team. Shit on. Genji diff.
Don't say that. Don't say that, because next scrim, that's the only thing I'll remember.
Yeah. In case you couldn't tell, it was ironic out of pure frustration at the enemy team. Alright, how about now? Why are you guys here?
Catch your point. And then, like,
So I kind of do these things where it's like I kind of just go off on my own, and then hope my teammates will follow.
That's why you gotta speak to us, Joseph.
I
You tell us we're off your own. We all feed together.
And also at the same time I'm scouting
okay.
because it's kind of like a tracer like habit, me just like mobility character, like
I've got
scout.
good news and bad news. The bad news is that I hope this doesn't go to your head. The good news is that I agree with what you're doing.
Okay.
All right. What happens when you guys cap this point here, and you guys stay here? The enemy team can walk all the way up to here for free without spending a single resource. Absolutely
You see Badminton
free.
turret?
So
Badminton
now,
turret bad.
let's say they come
Blue's
in
high good.
with, let's say they come in and they act first, and they pull out the blade. What do you guys have to do? You guys can either respond with being aggressive, which is fine, or you have to back off. So let's say as a team, you're like, we're going to kite their blade. We're going to, like, Suzu and kite their blade, and we back out down the staircase. Well, now they just have point control. Let's say
Yeah.
the exact same scenario, except, again, they're coming through this choke, and you're here. And we're like, all right, if they hit us with blade, we're going to, like, Suzu and speed out. Now you Suzu and speed out, and now you're here. Whoa.
We still have point control.
Whoa, we're still on point.
Yeah.
We back up to here. This is a very common concept. You'll see it in, like, King's Row 2, actually. I wish I had an Overwatch 1 VOD, because those were just goated. But, like, you start here at this corner. You're scouting, so you know which way they're coming from. I wouldn't typically expect them to come from this way, because it's not the fastest route. It's faster to go this way, for sure.
Yeah, it's only went that way.
I like you over there. It's fine. Maybe up here. Where the hell does this go? I'm exploring.
What the? That's a route.
So anyways, yeah, I would be around here probably as a default.
All right, guys.
You have this choke. I mean, you could be even all the way up here, and I think this would be fine. You start here. You hold this corner. If they're coming this way, you start here. Hold this corner. You get pressured out. You back off to here. You hold this corner. You hold this space. And these are resource trades, right? They shoot at you. You use deflect and deflect the helix rocket into a ground. And they use shout, and you use amp speed to disengage their shout. And now you're here. And now, the objective progress is all the way up to 20%, and you're still holding the cart. You're still holding the space. And now they amp speed, and you use, I don't know, fuck it, Kitsune Rush. And they run away. Oh, well, now we retake the space. Now they come in with that blade, and you guys run and run and run and keep running all the way back to here. And you re-engage with a rampage, and you're back to holding this corner space.
And we still have the point during all of this time.
During all of this time. Exactly. Yeah. Now let's copy every path that I just said, but you're starting here. They come in with a shout.
Creating the point.
You come in with a shout, and you speed disengage. Now they're on the point. You have to push. You have to push into them. Your only choice, because again, objective, as you said, objective is the only way you win Overwatch. Now you have to push into them if you don't want to lose control. And let's say, like, you guys are forced all the way back, and they're able to get their soldier up on this high ground. Their Genji, actually, let's say they're Genji here. Their soldier off on this space, and like their queen with their supports behind him here. Jack is now forced to sit here and kind of straddle this line so precariously, because everyone's going to be looking at him because he's the only one denying them from capturing the objective.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I like you up here because A, you're scouting, and B, you're putting pressure if someone shows up. Now that I know about this spot, I might prefer you here because you don't have audio cues, but you can hear very easily that they're coming this way.
I gave you time.
Yeah.
And your team...
I'll remember that for next time.
Yeah. And, again, though, you can even be all the way up here if your team comes with you. If your team is with you, you can come up here. And if you say, hey, let's push forward, and they say, no, that's too far, don't respond with, but Adam said, respond with...
No.
Yeah, you know, like, okay, but let's hold a forward corner.
If
let's
they-
hold forward space.
If my teammates are on point and I'm where I'm at right now, and I want to push up to the place you were referring to earlier,
That would
I
be
have like,
feeding.
yeah, I have like this like mental like ball and chain kind of like
I need the healing.
thing on me. It's like
I need
if I
the
go too
healing,
far from my
bro.
teammates, I just die.
What
So
would
I just
happen?
don't do that.
What would happen if you were here?
Um,
Let's say
it'd be
you
fun.
were like here, ish, and then you peek and start shooting.
Jakey would look at me. Genji would use dash.
They would use all of their
soldier shoes.
cooldowns and hunt you out. You would use
Yep.
dash and make it a here, and then they would have a speed amp
No.
and soldier sprinting at you, and then you would get to here and you deflect.
Alright. I'm charging.
And you would still die.
Mhm.
So yeah, again, long story short, your team needs to hold forward space.
Yeah.
Wow. Why?
Dude,
Right here.
her Discord message about DM you, bro. He's pissed.
I held Blade. That's all I have to say.
Okay, I'm not upset with you holding Blade. My guess is you just was Blade part of the fight plan?
I don't
I'm gonna
think
pull it up.
so.
I'm gonna
Can
pull
you,
it up.
yeah, can you look at that up?
You don't have audio, do you?
No,
Okay.
it's fine though.
I got points.
I'll make do.
You guys can handle against you, right? Or
Keep on.
what you got against you? What you got, Genji?
We hold up.
Oh,
Try and use blade when they come in.
thank you.
All right,
Guys,
the
Lamp
fight
actually
plan
really
was we hold up, and we try and use Blade when they come in.
Oh,
All right.
good. Go,
So let me ask you.
kill him. My body blocking him.
Question
Body
number one:
blocking
do you guys hold up? Do you
Don't.
hold forward? No.
we don't.
Man,
No,
fuck
no.
you.
Part of it is
Fuck
because
you.
Jack and the rest of your
I'll jump off the
team
map. I think I
were
will right
back
now.
here until 8% where they started walking forward. If you started walking forward earlier, you could be here right now.
Mhm.
In which case, you can fight them when they engage.
Which it's fine. It's fine. It works out somehow. I don't know.
Yeah, you've been playing.
Yeah, it works out
You've been
because you're
Genshin.
playing mid-diamond players. If you were playing Masters players, these strategies and these gameplays will not fly.
Mhm.
You need to be shouting going for Blade like right now.
1v1 for map. 1v1 for map.
Alright.
You're a
This
lame.
is where like
You know,
this is where
my
the guy
rank
actually
skills
started
to like
getting concerned.
utterly demolish this
Why
dude.
did you start running at a blading Genji?
Cause he's low.
Yeah,
He's totally
Yeah,
killable.
I have no faith in
yeah.
yours.
He's
either.
also
And so is Jakey.
he's also using a blade. And now the second question is, you love wasting
Real.
deflect.
He takes a
Why
lot.
don't you deflect the shooting soldier when you're out of position? Why don't you deflect? Instead, you spray the ground.
I felt despair.
This is actually so goated. I was so happy Jack went for this.
Yeah. This is a huge ass fucking rampage.
Like I was just watch the health bars in like the top right corner.
Yeah, that was I don't know how that hit the fucking Lucio, but
I don't
goddamn
know.
that was huge.
But we
My
did this.
my mentality during this, when I got to 17 HP, I was like, all I need to do is stay alive for numbers, because
Just
like
the threat of you being in existence is scary.
yeah.
No, that's super valid. All right, what do I want you doing? Not you specifically, but your team doing right now.
Like that's a good question. Because like not all of us are here.
Yeah. Where's the enemy though?
Coming out of spawn.
You can get here before they do. No question about it.
Okay. I was also like half HP.
About time for sleeps.
Okay, you can come here. I don't fucking care. You can. Like I don't care where you are, but you can be anywhere else.
It's a bit. It's a bait. You know. I baited turret with my
I think
pin.
here we.
I baited all that.
Never
other
mind.
stuff.
I
And
walk
you
with
know
blade.
this.
I would. No, never
Watch
mind.
this. Fuck.
No, I
Why
would.
did
Rush.
you neck?
I would have rushed this.
That's all I need.
Yeah, no, I was spectating this. I was spectating this. This is
leaving.
when I DM'd you skull emoji. Or yikers, one of the
I'm
two.
leaving. Bye. See ya.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of your 7 swings, you hit 2 of them. That's
Oh my god.
that is, and look at how low the enemy team is. If you landed your 1 swing on the soldier, he's dead. 1 swing on the Genji, he's dead. 1 swing on the Lucio, he's dead. And now you kill 3 with your Dragon Blade instead of fucking 0. You know what?
Oh,
You know what my biggest piece of advice for you is? This helped my Genji blades tenfold.
look at the ground.
No.
All right, back in. We're back
Take your
in,
time.
Back in.
Oh. That was a big swing. That was 3 in one hit, though.
Look at how chaotic you look.
I know.
Look at how chaotic
Right.
this feels when you go for this.
You win whenever. I'm ready for the fight.
Okay. So like after this fight, I was like thinking back on like how I whiffed all those fucking blades, and then looking at your skull emoji in chat, and then I was like, they kind of just like parted, what like it was like they were water just parting me like I was like a fucking rock, like
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't
You
land
also
that's
just,
literally
like,
just what they did.
You were also just like poo poo. They
He didn't
were
land it. He
all
didn't land it.
like
He didn't
half of
land the
those swings
360.
were
He didn't
within
land it.
range.
All right, let's
But
clock the
watch
fucking
watch this from your perspective.
and win.
You dash in, you see
All
Bap.
right.
You're looking at Bap. Juicy swing, fantastic.
That's the swing, dash.
We're looking left. We're looking left. We all right.
This dash
take high ground, and we just keep
is
it
like-
going from there.
And this like missing this dash is part of the reason why this whole thing goes
Right.
back. Because now you don't have
Drop
dash.
them, go sentry.
So
Yep.
you missed a dash on the Bap, which is a bummer.
No, Leroy
Now
seals my
what?
kill.
Now
God.
what? Now what?
Dash and div.
Now you're like, oh, well, there's a Lucio behind me because I dashed. This 180, look for him, but you don't see where he is.
Ego.
And now you're lost. You're lost. What you do instead? This is what you do instead. Ready? No, like I'm making fun, but this is what you do. Ready?
Yeah.
Like I know you know what I'm about to say. This is maybe you do, maybe you don't know why you do it.
He's not chasing you.
Ready?
He's right here.
So instead of dashing at the Junker
That's a
Queen, you
carry
dash
go,
up
bro.
if you're going for the blade.
The right
Now
is the
you
thing. What do
see
you mean?
everything. That is the first thing. When you
bro,
dash
that's
up,
fine.
you see where everyone is.
I'm here.
You get a better sense of the
Don't worry
field.
about it. I got it. I have
The
it.
second thing is now that you're in the air, as you're dropping down, you can take your time to pick what target you're going for, see where they are, and land your slash or dash or both. Like if you're up here, the slash on the Lucio, easy. And you keep at a better distance to have more control over what you're doing. And now, after you mess this dash up, you stand on the ground and you swing like 180 back and forth over and over again. Take your time, find where your target is, and just look for them. It's like Widowmaker. Are you gonna spam your shot every single second that it's like full charged, or are you gonna line up your shot? You waste that slash right there. You waste it completely. Let me skip back to it. You waste the slash because you don't have a target you're looking at. And now, you wish you could slash, but you can't because you just wasted it. So you miss the next one because you are in a transition period because you don't have a target you're looking at. And now you see the Junker Queen, but you don't take your time and you just...
Right.
Bro's playing that game where like you try to not look the direction the guy points. You know that game?
Oh my god, the Korean game. Yo, I know what you're talking about.
That's what you're doing with fucking Dragon Blade right now. It's like,
guys-
oh, he's going over my left shoulder. Better swing over my right. Like what? That makes no sense.
You guys.
But again, take
you
your
guys
time.
don't- You guys.
Like, if instead of running around on the ground at the Junker Queen, if you just like jump up into the air, get a sense of where she is, and slash at her, because look at how big of a range the slash is. I could be here and I could slash this Junker Queen. All of your slashes you went for were about this range. Like, really easy to miss when you're this close. And then you're dead.
Sure you want? Are you sure you want that? Are you sure you want that?
All right. I think Jack calls the engage here, and it's just clean. I like that. Perfect. Did he shout? No. Did we speed? Yes. Perfect. I liked it. I like it a lot.
I know. Yeah, it's bad. No, that's bad. That's really bad. That's really fucking bad. All of a sudden, I do 50 damage, and then
Bro,
like all of them.
Bro saw blood. He was like,
when
"Oh my god, I can dash into 2 people. That doubles the value out of my ability. Oh my god!" You probably don't die because this team's awful. Yeah. No, you do still die, as you should. Because you guys are split. Your team doubles back. I don't know. It's just not communicated. I would probably go with you. Like, I would assume we're going this way since this is, like, the pathing we start to take. I would go this way, too. I don't know why your team doubles back, but your team doubles back and goes the other way. Which is fine. You're a Genji. You want to be on the off ankle. But, you don't want to be
in front of their fucking faces.
Yeah. You know, minor things, right?
Hey.
Yeah. Say that. Team clutches up though. They're goated. This guy dies. I don't miss that dash.
Am I only known for the Reinhardt? What the?
It's awful, Kristen.
Righty, guys.
Tell Sean
Wait,
that
you
yes,
gotta
he
put
only plays
Sim.
Ryan.
If you went Sim.
He's too busy playing comp to listen
That's all
to
it
me.
is. We hold it down. We have a Mei, Lucio, Ab.
Oh.
There's nothing else to do.
You get the kill.
I was like, yeah, we can rampage here. We can rampage here. Yeah. Huge.
Alright,
Oh,
you got
no,
an important job in this comp. You and Kiriko are the only 2 people that can just decide to come up here whenever they want.
Mm-hmm.
What happened?
So
Come back!
there are gonna be times where their soldier or someone is gonna come up here on this off angle, and you're the one that really's gotta go on. Like right now, that soldier ran by. Could be extremely problematic. Jason is here on him too, so like maybe, but he gets pressured out and he has to run.
They flipped. Oh my. Alright.
We're like, oh, go on the
One
rotate.
This is bad. This isn't bad from you, and this is bad from your teammates.
Alrighty. We sim point.
We
Stay
don't
on the
need to
grind.
engage. We have the Lucio on him.
And keep up.
You speed first, and then you shout.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bad habit. I'm working with Jack on.
Yo.
Yikers.
I just get cooked by geometry there. On God.
I would say you.
Sombra.
Yeah, you would think that your character goes to where your crosshair is, but no. I gotta have fucking legs.
Let's do it again this
God damn
time.
it. Imagine having legs. Kinda cringe. Lovely.
Monkey.
Also, I told this to Sean, but like,
I blocked it.
Is it worth? Oh wait, no, you said to him like it's worth eating and bleeding
Right.
when the JQ does not have cooldown.
When yeah, so
I'm the only one that can be off point.
That's my
Blade-
caveat though. Like,
beat Blade.
Just don't die.
Like beating to give the Blade overprotection.
mhm.
It can be fine depending on the composition that the enemy is playing.
You drop.
Within
This comp that the enemy is playing is absolutely not one of those. Because there are 3 separate ultimates that beat is perfect at countering. You beat the Rampage, you beat the enemy Blade, and you beat Geyser.
mhm.
All 3 of those are massive. Alternatively, let's imagine the
fuck
comp
outta here.
is like fucking Tor Sim
Alright, let's go.
or like Tor Bastion, right? With I don't know, Orisa. You don't really need
Alright.
to
TP
like
point,
specially save
EMP
beat
point,
for any of those ultimates.
and when they die,
Like,
we
yeah, there are going to be good situations where you can use beat to like survive a Terror Surge, but you can also just be prepared ahead of time and like say save speed amp to survive a Terror Surge.
Wouldn't you just also use shout? Because
Yeah,
since
like, or
you should be using
shout
shout second anyways.
yeah,
You know.
like all these other things.
Yeah.
And so like there are times where you can use your beat for offensive purposes without, you know, being terrified of just instantly getting team wiped. But if you went for an offensive wait, what? Did he? Oh, he must have amp healed.
He did, yeah. That's why I was like not agreeing with the beat. That's why I was saying like the whole map don't like beat with fucking blade.
I don't
Stop
remember
stop
the
close.
conversation.
Stop close, damn thing.
Doesn't seem to matter too much. Big. I think
More,
that's
more,
what,
more, more.
I think that's what Jack said. Alright, I don't like this. I don't like that.
What?
You kill
Clean up.
all 5 are dead. Why are you running back to point?
Stay behind me. Stay behind me. She hits it.
Alright, now you recognize points capped if you already forgot.
You jump.
What the fuck are you doing? What is your team doing? Come forward. Play here.
Man, tell
Play,
them.
I don't know.
Tell
You
them
could
to
be
leave you alone, bro. You're no accomplishment.
here. You can play here. You can play over here. Any of these options
No, it's
are
just
fine.
Fiona, I'm pretty sure.
This place
Oh, shit,
is
I thought-
literally useless.
Okay, so I want to
They made
say
it-
I was.
They made it all the way to here without any pressure
Yes.
whatsoever. And now, because of it, they're going to be able to force an overtime fight. Let's imagine instead your team was playing here. And you were shooting and you were pressuring and you used Kitsune Rush. And because you're fighting Jason builds Visor, now you're able to rush Visor here. Who knows? Maybe you force them to Rampage really early. Maybe you force them to Visor early. Maybe you force them to like use a window Visor here just to clear you off of this space. Now you guys can disengage, and they don't have those powerful ultimates in this coming fight. Alright, never mind. Their window was kind of poo-poo. But I feel like their window visor is still going to get an absurd amount of value, because now they're using it in a place where it can see all of point. They can use this window to see all of point because they had no reason to use it earlier.
And me when it hit my shurikens. Real.
Yeah.
Canon event, by the way.
Speed.
I'm kind of okay with that, like, disengage, though, right? Like, obviously, you have Pepega aim when you go for it. You go because you nearly get that kill on the Genshi. Their BAP uses shift, like, right as you dash, which is a little uncool. But, like, if he doesn't, you get that kill on the Genshi, like, probably with the dash damage. But now while you're here, like, you're in danger. Maybe you could have, whatever. Like, you're in danger. The biggest reason, like, the biggest downside about this dash, by far, and why the reason, like, ultimately, I would say I don't like it, is because you don't have deflect. In the scenario where your dash doesn't secure this kill, you should die here. You live because a sound barrier comes out to save your ass. But you are engaging here without any way of escape. If you have deflect, you dash in, you recognize you don't get the kill on the Genji, and you deflect and hold S. And you live, and you just fight another day.
Did I not see that soldier? What the fuck?
Does he give me permission to
Skull
troll?
emoji.
I hate soldier. Real.
Oh my god.
But that just like, I don't know. I feel like they're just mediocre.
All right, what is drastically
Yes,
different
I love that game so
between
much.
this
I'm not.
and what you guys have done in the past as a team?
We're holding up. We're actually holding up for once.
You're actually holding up for once.
You
Jesus
grab it.
Christ.
So do that.
And look at this.
Replace
What good played? Oh my god.
They're weak. And you guys are just fucking in there like swimwear. And you killed 2. You killed 3.
Oh my god. I whiffed my dash.
Mechanics kind of fell apart, but you know, it's alright.
I feel like I'd be holding a bit more up here.
Maybe. Probably. This is a pretty long sight line. Maybe you could be like, I don't know,
That's what I was thinking right there where your
here
camera was.
or here.
Oh.
Either of these spots. This could be fine. With your team that far back, I'd probably say here because you can dash to get out. Although it's a really, this is a really long sight line actually. The more I look at it, maybe even here would be. Oh, God, this is really open. I don't know. Maybe down here. Maybe your team just holds here. High key. Maybe you just hold closer. Your team doesn't. Soldier and Kiriko are kind of the only 2 that actually would benefit from the fight at this range.
I think we touch the spawn doors. Real.
Bro, you don't even know where their spawn doors are.
It has a big red spawn marker when like we're transitioning fights.
Yeah,
From
does it right
points.
now.
You know what? Let's go back to the VOD. What's that? What the fuck?
It's a decoy. By which I mean just artwork.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mean.
Alright, I'm gonna start moving. There's probably not too much to really point out.
I don't think we lost a fight here.
Yeah, probably not. You guys steamrolled a lot of these fights.
Probably don't go in with dash next time. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Without having deep like that, going in without dash is
Yeah.
really risky, and you almost never want to do it. What you can do, I don't know, I haven't really seen you do this much, but what you can do is you can like walk up. Let's say you go on the same flank, you can walk up, be aggressive, and then you can do like a right-click dash out. So like you jump behind the target and you dash through them to disengage. You get that damage that you want to get from the dash, while also ending your dash in a safe location.
Oh, okay. I know. I see what you mean. Okay.
This is bad. I remember this. This is dumb and bad. This is dumb and
Like,
bad.
why?
You should have lived. You should have lived, but you were dumb and played bad.
What? How? I was just like main goal with there was just
This
getting
is good.
it out.
This is good. This is fine. I like this. This is fine. This is fine. You got the mega. I don't like this. I don't know why you're wall climbing. What's the goal here?
I heard Genji.
Jason, everybody
Okay.
you now.
Sure. Fair enough. Now
Go
keep
won't
running.
respond unless all
Now
5
keep
of us
running.
say something.
Now keep running. You are doubling back and you're walking at him. Why are you walking at him?
Because he's lower HP than me.
What's your goal right now?
Play back, boy. Boy, put
Punish the feed.
right now.
Who's feeding?
The
Boy, put
Genji.
back right now.
What happens if you kill this Genji and you die?
Bro, this guy
If I kill this Genji
does
and I
not
die,
care. This guy
Yes.
plays bad.
we both feed.
You both trade, and it's an even
Hold on,
situation.
my ping is spiking. Wait,
and
give me a
there's
second.
no advantage.
Give me a second.
What happens
Okay,
if
I'm good now. Ping is
you
done.
kill the Genji?
Go left side.
You're gonna
We
be
go left
hunted
side. We
out,
go left side. We go left side. We go
Jay
left
is
side.
running away.
Trust in the
Jay
process.
is
Trust in the
resetting. Jay is resetting,
Okay.
Just let me
Where's left
die.
side?
as he should.
That
Why
is
would
left
Jay
side.
stay here? Jay
Do
didn't
not go
leave you to
left and
die.
go over
You
there.
stayed and died. You were right next to Jay. You were
They're
almost
left,
touching
dumbass.
Jay right here. You were nearly in the same room. If you just hold S, you now dash out,
All right.
and now you are
This
safe.
way.
And
Top
Jay is
left.
next to you, and you live. This is what you were asking about like earlier about like like is this feeding or like being too aggro, whatever. Now, what's a core difference between what you're doing right now and if you had like your team here like coming up behind you? And, this is the right now you're at the end
Actually,
of a fight
we can go. We're even.
instead of at the beginning of a fight while like your team is getting ready to engage. What's the core
You see
difference?
one.
This is very risky.
I'm moving.
It's like a very high risk, high reward kind of thing. And then
No, it's not even. It's a high risk. It's a low reward. You really don't
I
get
drop.
much. If you kill
Drop
this
up.
Genji,
Drop
what's
up.
going to happen? Your team is going to come forward, and you guys are going to take a 5v4 fight. Right? That's good. Yeah. That's a reward. I'm not saying there's no reward from killing this Genji. But what I'm saying is the downside is much heavier than the upside. Because if you die, what that means is, how long ago did your most recent teammate die? They don't have the cap. Oh, I can check here. 11:36 is when your most recent teammate died. You staggered yourself 13 seconds. So now it's going to be a full 13 seconds extra before your team can be ready to take a fight. Because not only do they have to wait for Lucio to respawn, they have to wait for you to respawn on top of it. Your teammates are ready to go in. Your teammates could go. You could take a fight and start pressuring them now. But they can't because you were going for, as you called, a high risk, high reward play. How low of a reward, or how high of a risk was it for the bad outcome?
a very high risk for a 4v5 fight.
Yeah. And what's the enemy team going to do if they're smart? If it's a 4v5 fight,
They're just gonna kite.
they're
Just die with
no,
you,
that's
pretty
what
much.
your team does.
I'm taking away the trans. Taking away the
There's
trans.
no reason for you guys to just run away. You guys should stay and hold the objective as long as possible. They're going to draw this out as long as they can, get as much objective as possible, because they have control of the objective. Like, no matter what happens, they're winning in the objective concept. No matter, like, in a 5v4 fight, worst case scenario, their queen just sits here for, like, 10 seconds as their BAP sits here and just gigapockets her as much as possible. Worst case scenario, they get team wiped and come out with an extra 20% of the objective. Best case scenario, they somehow win the fight. Even in their worst case scenario, they gain objective progress. And again, since you staggered so heavily, they gained a full extra 13% anyways. Nice kill. Also, I will say it's drastically different when you win the fight and you're on defense versus when you lost the fight and you're on attack. Like, if you now pushed forward and were pressuring, say, this Junker Queen, or say this was a Genji, like in your situation, the reward is you force them to take like in your situation, you force them to take another 15 seconds before they can come in a full 5. The worst situation is you die, and now your team has to struggle through a 4v5 fight, and now your team's trying to make this last as long as possible. The upside of dying, or no, the downside of dying while you are on defense is, or rather while you are in control of the objective, is smaller than the downside of dying while you are on attack. Because again, the other thing is your team, when you're on like the defensive perspective, you have an inherent advantage of map control.
Mm.
Beautiful. Your blades are pretty solid outside of like that one. I think you maybe could benefit from like going slower during them. Like sometimes it does feel like you're trying to do those like necros, like triple flip, dash reset, like whatever. Like,
The right game. But yeah, I know what you mean. I could use some more practice into that one code.
yeah.
You know
You
what I mean?
also, I mean, you haven't really screamed Genji much before, like this week.
Let's ignore it.
Oh!
Let's ignore it.
Hey, remember what I was saying earlier about
Pushing up.
how your team wants to push up and hold forward space? Look at this.
Sorry.
75%. Plenty of time to get a touch. What happens? They can't walk forward for free because you guys are here shooting. They're pressured, they're cowering, they're walking slowly. And then we rush. Perfect. Now they're like, oh, Jesus Christ, what's going on? Oh my god.
No, they're Genji feeds. They're Genji feeds.
Their Genji certainly C9s. Genji should have gotten the touch. But he was blading. He wants to be, you know, going in, going crazy. But nobody touches. If this whole fight happened back here, the fight would have been on the objective. And
they might have won.
It would be I don't think they would have won necessarily. Because, I mean, you would have rushed on the objective. You'd have a massive advantage. But you would, like, even if they were the worst team in the world, they would have forced an overtime tick.
Yeah.
Because the fight's literally happening on the objective.
This is the fight where like we were like, oh shit, what happened? Right?
Yeah. Wait, actually, there's something else I wanted to see in that last fight. Not from you. Yeah, this is the biggest thing from the perspective of like making a fight plan. What I would say is, first of all, Jay should be here. Jay's here. If Jay is here and he's shooting, he builds his tack visor by now. He has his tack visor. And now you can say, fuck it. Rush tack visor, add a shout on top, and Jay just kills. Like, literally, rush tack visor is so oppressive. You guys got wiped by either rush visor or window visor like 4 different times.
Bro, I'm waiting for them to show up. I'm waiting for them to show up, bro.
Alright.
The fuck is this one thing?
That was 2 hours. I'm gonna
It was
look.
2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So
2 hours 15.
Holy shit, I need heals. I'm like low.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Real quick.
Show people if it's not here right now.
Quick recap. What do
The what?
Quick recap of this fight. What are the things you need to highlight in your notebook of notes from the VOD? I don't know if you were writing anything down, but if you weren't,
Walking forwards as Bastion.
I mean, they weren't even there yet. They weren't
Being
even there
aggressive
yet. My
as Bastion.
defense. I stopped
When
doing
you
it as soon as
do
they
those
came.
coordinated engagements. Yep, that's one.
Yeah.
Do you have that written down?
I don't, but I have a mental note.
Write it down.
I'll
Write
write
it down.
it in my notes.
Write it down. I'll wait.
I'm holding corner. I'm holding corner. Can I hold corner? Is that okay with you all?
Walk. Be more aggro.
Let's pop it.
Coordinated strategy. Number 2 would be like Taking more aggro off angles and scouting positions.
Okay, like for Genji.
Yeah, for Genji specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there was a lot of Bastion stuff we're talking about. Don't use grenade as a mobility
Sorry, guys.
then all the
You
time.
see this? You see this?
Yeah, yeah, that's a big one. I'd say one of the other really big
It's
ones
fat.
is more of like a team thing, but
It's fat.
I'm telling you this, and I'm gonna tell everyone on the team this, so you
It
can write
is.
this
Right
down
on
for yourself
anyways.
as well.
What do you mean it didn't do
Yeah.
Is like it's set up in forward positions, because on the
Oh,
Bastion
can I get a
comp
taxi?
and in the like Genji like JQ comp, you guys played really far back and gave up a ton of space for free. There was another big one for Genji specifically.
Don't mess up Blade. Don't swing Blade like very fast.
Take your
What do
time
you
with Blade.
From one
Yeah,
corner
take
to
your
the
time
next.
with Blade.
Take your time with Blade. That like
Take-
again, I don't know if I mentioned this. Like one of the biggest things. I doubt I have any highlights. Yeah, no.
Take off some epic mercy.
This was
I see that.
This was play of the game. This
Yeah,
was a
I
play
see
of the game I
that.
got. It's so stupid.
Bro, I'm chill, bro. My info meter is perfect.
Look at this gameplay.
Pop. Pea
I
shooter.
land one bullet
Wa-da-dum,
and
wa-da-dum,
then I heal far out.
wa-da-dum, boom,
And this
boom.
was play of the game in ranked.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I'm him. It's whatever.
Anyways, I'm chill. They're doing a lot of damage.
So yeah, taking
I
your time.
I
with
blocked it.
dashes.
I blocked it.
And
He's
then-
trash.
The very last thing is remembering save either dash or deflect to disengage. At least have one of the two to survive. I'm gonna go look for
Got it. Yes.
Thor.
Thor's
I've
he's a contenders coach.
Oh.
Uh,
These are like team. Like
I got pinned.
yeah. So
Okay.
where's the? Does he have a link to the playlist?
My Jericho died for
Ben
me.
Thor
I need help.
Vector.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Just back off.
I'll link this playlist. It's a little outdated, so like the team probably won't get as big of value from it. But here I'll just scroll through this. I'm sharing the monitor, right? You see?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So macro fundamentals, macro being like overall like team game plan stuff like that, and not the micros, which are like mechanics stuff like that. So this is an overview of what the whole document is about. It's 147 slides, so it goes in really good detail. It has pictures, videos, breaking down certain moments. So I'll just give a brief rundown. Introduces Brawl, the benefits of Brawl, things it struggles with. If you haven't seen this map, this is kind of what I drew earlier with like the Zarya concept with the Orisa as the flat line. Right, you get a ton of value at the start with diminishing outputs. This is the fight structure that we're kind of working on, right? Alt tracking, plan, setup for the plan, get the information, execute the plan.
Oh, you know what I've been saying recently
What have
for
you
the
been
fight
saying?
planning? So like I say this for like my other team, and I kind of try to say this for this team too. Is what do they have? What are we gonna do
Get that
better?
bitch out of here. Get that bitch out of here.
And I think that's like so
That's-
catchy.
That's half of it. Yeah.
Chattering me like that.
And then I
half
mean
of
it
it's
doesn't count when, but
that's
still.
like the defensive aspect. So like
Hold up, Genji.
they have Grav will beat it, right? But you also want to factor in like what the offensive game plan is.
I'm back into the next one. Back up to the next one.
I think it's just like a nice like niche little like starter, you know, when like everyone's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh my god,
I
fucking
always
Cassie got a 6K or whatever. I don't know.
the word like the phrase we always used, like in the past iterations of the team is we would just say alt track. Alt track doesn't mean alt track. Alt track means get your heads on straight, right? It means stop talking about whatever it is. You hear the word alt track, it's like 1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Get quiet coyotes. Same thing, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Alright, man.
Does he have the graphics I'm looking for?
Bro, did I just see Temple of Anubis? What
Yes,
the
yes,
fuck?
Oh yeah, of course you did.
Oh my god.
I'm no.
Is that one Russian map?
Yes.
Volskaya, yeah.
Sky Industries, second point.
God, I forgot how crazy in depth this was. I'm looking for a specific slide.
Right back. I need to open some water.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm back.
Hello.
Would you say overall that my game sense is like getting there though? Like
It's I don't know, it's probably improving. Oh, I found it.
oh shit.
This
Rotation.
is one of them. 2.2. Hold up. Let me go back here. Wait. 2.2. Does he go into more depth about that?
Where's it?
Yep. I want to see it. Maybe I could see it in the video format.
Hello, welcome to my Overwatch Macro Fundamentals Compendium, where I
I'm
want
back again.
Welcome back.
hello and welcome to enemy backline and this live, then retreat, go back.
I'm skipping through these videos to try to see if I can find specifically what I'm looking for.
Check out also the next. Hello and welcome to another video of the we don't have to use any cooldown and we are really strong already, so we really want to use these defensive ultimates here in this area to just like to help our sustain, which is our major weakness as dive. Somewhere.
Alright, I'm just going to...
Hello, welcome to my Overwatch Macro Fundamentals Compendium, where I want to give an introduction into the basic concepts used by the competitive.
Alright, I'm gonna send this into the Discord.
Hello, welcome to my Overwatch Macro